Hello students, welcome to Dynamics of Machinery. We are in module 5. We are studying about free vibration. In the previous classes we have solved several problems based on free vibration, and now also we are going to solve a small problem based on free vibration. Here they are given a YouTube column. Okay, they have given a YouTube filled with water. Okay, so we are going to find out the vibration of the water column. Okay, suppose if the water column vibrate, means at what frequency it might vibrate. That's what we are going to find out. Read the question once. Determine the equation of vibration of the water column in a YouTube shown in figure. They will give you this figure and they will tell you to find out the vibration of the water column. Okay, how we can find out? First of all, look at the picture carefully. Here they have filled the water like this. Okay, here they have filled the water like this. This is a initial water level. Okay, both the side, this is the initial water level. They have applied some force here. Okay, they have applied some force here. They have applied some external force here. Because of that external force, they have applied some external force here. Because of the external force which they have applied here, the water has raised like this, raised this much distance. Okay, because of the applied external force, the water level has been raised on the other side, and on this side it has been lowered up to this much distance. Okay, it has been lowered for the distance x on this side. For the same distance, the water level has been raised on the other side of the tube. Okay, so this is the data which they have given. Using this data, we have to find out the vibration. Now total length of the water in the column is L. The total length of the water, initially the total length of the water in the column is L. Okay, and the water level is at the height of h. This is a head value. This is a head value. Okay, these are the given data. Okay, so I told you they have applied some external force. Okay, they have applied some external force. Because of that, water has been raised on the other side. So finally the water column is in equilibrium position. So if they apply some external force, means on this place the column will experience some inertia force. Okay, the column will experience some inertia force on this side. Okay, so finally if you add the inertia force and the external force, it will be 0. The summation will be 0. If you add the inertia force and the external force, the summation will be 0. Okay, so what is the inertia force? We know that force equal to, what is the inertia force? We know that force equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. I don't know the mass value, but I know that density equal to mass by volume. Okay, so mass equal to density into volume. So mass equal to density, volume. Volume equal to area into length. What is the area? Area A. Length H. Okay, L. L is the length of the column. Okay, so instead of mass, I can write rho AL. Instead of mass, I can write rho AL. Okay, inertia force equal to mass into acceleration. Instead of mass, I can write rho AL. Okay, acceleration, they didn't given the acceleration, but how much distance it has been traveled? Displacement is how much distance it has been traveled. The water has risen up to the distance of x. Okay, if you differentiate displacement one time, you will get velocity x dot, that is dx by dy. Okay, if you differentiate the displacement one time, you will get velocity. If you differentiate the velocity once again, you will get the acceleration x double dot. X dot means dx by dl, x double dot means d square x by dl square. Okay, so acceleration is equal to x double dot. Okay, x double dot. So here what we have to write? We have to write, instead of inertia force, we have to write mass into acceleration. Mass value is A L rho. A means area, L means length of the column, and rho means density. Instead of acceleration, we can put x double dot. Okay, so one side is over, inertia force is over. Now what is the external force? External force is the weight of water column lifted up. Okay, wait, let me erase everything and I will show you again. I will write again. Displacement means what is the distance traveled by the water when the external force is applied? X. Velocity means if you differentiate it once, you will get velocity. Acceleration means if you differentiate once again, you will get acceleration. Okay, acceleration is x double dot. One time differentiated means velocity, two times differentiated means acceleration. Okay, mass means rho A L. Okay, mass means rho A L, where rho means density, A means area, L means length of the water column. Yeah, rho A L. Okay, so for inertia force, formula is ma, mass into acceleration. For that we have written rho A L into x double dot. Okay, now external force. External force value will be equal to the water lifted or the difference between the two heads. So this weight will be equal to external force because they are lifting this much weight. For lifting this much weight, how much external force is applied? So external force is equal to weight of this segment. How we can find out the weight of this segment? Mass into mass of this segment into gravity. Okay, mass of this segment into gravity. Okay, mass of this segment into gravity. Mass into gravity is equal to weight. Once again, what is the mass value? So instead of writing mass, we can write, we know that density equal to mass by volume. So density equal to mass by, what is the volume? Area of the column into, what is the length? 2x is the length. Okay, 2x is the length. So now mass equal to 2ax into rho. So this is the mass value. Now substitute this mass value here. Okay, we'll get the weight. Okay, so at last weight equal to 2ax rho g. That is the weight. That is equal to external force. Okay. So we got the inertia force value here and we got the external force value here. Now take the common components and remove it. What are the common components? A. Here also A. What else we have as common components? Rho. Here also rho. What else we have as common? That's all. So finally what will we have? Lx double dot plus 2xg equal to 0. Now remove L also. If you remove L means what you will get? 2xg divided by L equal to 0. That's what they are given here. Okay. 2g divided by L into x. Now angular frequency will be equal to this root of this value. Frequency, natural frequency value will be equal to root of this value. Okay. This we have studied in the beginning of the this module. Okay, if you see the first video of this module means this one you can see. This value will be equal to root of this value will be equal to the natural frequency. Okay, because initially it will be like this. Conservation of energy will be right like this, omega square x equal to 0. This is the formula for conservation of energy. Okay, so same format. This is the format of conservation of energy. Now we have the equation in the same format. This equation also in the same format, conservation of energy format. Okay, so this is equilibrium method. Same question we can also use energy method. Okay, to solve the same problem we can also use energy method. If you take energy method means there, if you differentiate the summation of conservation of energy means the answer will be 0. Conservation of energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy. For kinetic energy formula is half mv square. For potential energy formula is mgx. Okay, so velocity, we don't know the velocity. First of all, mass value, we know that density equal to mass by volume. So mass equal to rho into density. Okay, remember it. Okay, so instead of m they are substituting it here. Okay, so volume equal to rho into area into length. That's what they are substituted here. Now velocity, already I told in the previous case itself, displacement equal to x. If you differentiate x one time, you will get velocity. If you differentiate velocity again, you will get acceleration. So instead of v square, they have written x dot square. Okay, this is how it came. So potential kinetic energy equal to half al rho x dot square. Similarly, potential energy equal to, instead of m, write ax rho. Okay, so you are getting this. Now put everything here. Okay, now we have to differentiate x dot. If you differentiate x dot square, you will get 2x dot into x double dot. If you differentiate x dot square, you will get 2x dot into x double dot. Similarly, if you differentiate x square, you will get 2x into x dot. If you differentiate x square, you will get 2x into x dot. That's what they have written here. Okay. Now cancel the common terms. Cancel the common terms. Okay. Or bringing it to this side. Okay. If you bringing it to this side means, or if you cancel common terms, what are the common terms? A common term, rho common term. Okay. What else? X dot common term. What are the remaining thing? Remaining is Lx double dot plus 2gx equal to 0. Now remove this L. If you remove L means you will get 2x divided by L into G plus equal to 0. Okay, va? Now it is in the same format. What format? X double dot plus omega square x equal to 0. It is in the same format. So 2g by L, root of 2g by L equal to omega. That's all. Yeah. Omega square by L equal to, actually omega square equal to 2g by L. Okay, L. So omega equal to root of 2g by L. That's what they are given here. Okay. Very simple problem. Easily you can solve. Okay. Solve it.